Hey, what's up guys, Yang Dragon here, and I'm welcoming you all back to my Halloween Fest 2022, and we're finally finishing off with Revelations, the final original map for Black Ops 3, and this was almost before we had Zombie Chronicles. So you can probably see by my tracker, I have completed every of the main quests, well, of course from the other maps, of course with the Summoning Key from Shadows of Evil, and each of the worms in the previous maps. Of course, if you attempt to do the main quest with all the stuff you have, you do get a nice reward with it. And now to talk about it, let's get right on it. Well, there goes the pack punch machine.
Everyone go! Ah, damn it. No matter how hard I wanted to believe, deep down I just knew Richtofen was gonna fuck everything up.
Like, doesn't he always? But anyways, welcome to Elevations. And you can definitely see, it's definitely a lot more a beautiful sight to take all of it in. Especially if you have it on a PS4 theme. Like for your homepage on your PlayStation 4.
Gotta be less than $1 million to go now.
So the gimmick here is a little bit more different than usual. This is just one, set piece of the original map. And instead of turning on the power, so just like Origins and Shadows of Evil, you had to actually turn it on with other means. With this one here, we have Corruption Engine, which costs 500. But of course, I had to do a little bit of a holdout. And we got these, I forget what they're actually called. I know, they're like some type of night crawlers or something like that. Okay, the reason I didn't want to kill them is because there's actually trials, which of course we turn. And there's one of the trials for completing the corruption engine without actually killing anything.
Quiet around here. Show some respect.
And we have the trials, the time as well. So we have time attack again from Goran Krobi. And these are the trials, and these are the ones we have. So the green one here is of course the max ammo one, which is Headshot 10 Apothicon Furies. Oh, that's what they're called. Furies. Survive for 15 minutes inside a Apothicon, which is probably give you the perk. And the blue one, kill 10 spiders with the shield. And doesn't this place look familiar to you? Well, it should, because it is Nectar on Toten. So the gimmick here to this is that when you go through certain areas in the map or teleports, you actually travel to other areas to the map. And it's not just Nectar or Toten, there's other ones as well. And I'll get to the other ones as we go through.
Giant monsters in the sky, islands in space. Looks like someone put the entire universe in a massive blender and pressed start.
Yeah, I need to press start here. Hold on, let me do this. Yeah, sorry about that. So it seems Dempsey is trying to... I guess he is trying to break the fourth wall. I mean, I know Primus Dempsey doesn't really do much, but I know his ultimate counterpart does a lot. Which I still love. Okay, these are one of the Easter eggs. There's like the 4 buttons here. Oh, that's right. That's for the radio. Yeah. Oh yeah, the radio's not here. I guess if you, I think, press the 4 buttons in a certain time, you should get the radio. Alright, so I'm just saving out points to get Jug and... Oh, for freaks! Wow, 1 zombie, and I got a fucking nuke.
Seems like he was on the right side of the fight. Jeez, where do I start?
Well, that freaking blows because now it's gonna take a freaking while to get my points for Jug.
Pop it in, chew it over, make magic. That's why you back off.
And of course, well, I guess you could say they're really trying to do the whole. What's the word? Trying to be like almost
He's always eager to make new friends.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate here, with almost trying to bring every aspect of zombies into this map, where to be like different location from the past, and also the zombies like model. Some of them are, of course, borrowed from other maps. We have a Russian zombie from Krovy. We have this civilian zombie from Shadows of Evil. We have, of course, a Nazi officer in, I could say Naktor and Toten. We have a Japanese zombies from Setsubo no Shima, which is, we see right here.
Ready for some broken jawbones, bone jaws?
Alright, finally. Now we can get to places.
Wakes you up like a whiskey and hot sauce.
So, yep, the gimmick here, we had to go through each location to turn on the corruption engine, and when you actually turn it on, you can actually use the turret, but it costs fucking 2,000.
Hey, Dr. Monty, no help here? Where's the ammo? Sack. Hey, got my shirt dirty. It's the cleanest one I had.
Okay, I won't kill anymore. Even though I should. Alright, did it. Alright, now we're gonna enter the, the Shangri-La and their ice truck.
Wow, this looks like a hell of a place to get lost and killed.
Oh yeah, especially when you go on this side with the freaking mud pit. So yeah, we have Shangri-La here during the spawn area, and of course that's where Quick Revive would be originally in that map. And another cool aspect too is if you stay a little bit longer in each area, you can actually hear the soundtrack for each of the music. And what's also cool is that if you end the round, you actually get the round change music on those maps respectively. So it's actually pretty nice. So I'm gonna open this up. We go inside the temple now, and now we're actually in Der Eisendruck. And this door was never here in the original. In Der Eisendruck, that is.
This brings back some memories. Not all of them good. Not any of them good, to be honest.
So I'm just gonna do this. So it's activating Der Eisendruck, you have to open these up. And the purpose you're doing this is, well, for two things. One, there's actually one of the shield pieces. If I can actually find one. Right here. You could probably recognize the shape too, because when you go to your HUD, you got actually the, you have something about the Keeper. You got, looks like a dragon shield, a type of Povican egg, and these little notes from, I would say, for the main quest.
Yeah, still loses its flavor way too quick.
Alright, here we go again. I need headshots on you guys.
Show you some real fury.
So now you have the keepers with you, the corrupted keepers. Okay, I'm gonna activate this now to get the piece. Okay, I don't know, I have no idea what I made that sound. Okay, it's so annoying. I'm pressing the square button.
Didn't I tell you not to mess with me? I got a good time, freak bag.
Dude, if I could...
I'm in the mood for a treasure hunt.
Holy God. And we're in Kino der Toten. And we actually have Widow's Wine, so we have the perk machine back.
Maybe try using better nails this time. Try that again. I double dare you.
And we have the Bowie knife right on the door.
Theaters. Not many of them left. It's a crying shame.
Oh, okay, here's one of the teddy bears for the music to GIF.
We're playing around, freak face. Okay, need to find some ammo. Right fucking now.
It's just ICR1.
Not
Yeah.
sure we're gonna make it out of this one take. Not all of us, anyway. Trying to rile me up.
Double points.
Never turned it down before. I ain't starting now.
Now, I know there's actually one of the pieces for the Keeper, which is supposed to be a crystal. And, well, that's a piece I had to go for, the summoning altar, but unfortunately I don't have any pieces with me. After all, I haven't played this map in a long time, so my memory can be a little bit vague on finding certain parts. I know usually one will be up here, but... No, that's actually useless.
I'm gonna put him in a world of hurt. World unspecified.
Especially if you're using the Bowie knife in round 6.
Our overlords cannot allow you to continue on this path.
And of course we got the, well, test rounds. Except they just color swap it from yellow to red.
I remember this place. I'm 100% certain of that. Maybe 90. No less than 50.
So what we entered is Verrucht. Pretty much the, well, the American side of the map.
Okay, fellas. If you've been paying attention, or even if you haven't, it should be abundantly clear that things are seriously out of whack. Business as usual, I suppose. Anyway, I've been a bit of a heated debate with old Shadow Man and his Apothicon pals. And it's making it really hard to keep this reality stable. I mean, honestly, look at it. It's practically held together with tape. Bits of string.
See you in hell, maggot addict. I'll kill you again. Keep it coming. You know I always want it.
Try and make more points. Okay, don't want that nuke. Oh, what am I doing? I have the Bowie knife. Okay, let's see if I can find anything here. Yeah, this will be the area that I usually camp. If I actually leave the door closed here?
Get your sloppy claws off me!
Whew, thank God. And that zombies is somehow balancing on his knees. Ah, yes, this is where the area I would just camp. Right here. This very spot with the thunder gun and the apothecary servant. And yet, those are the two wonder weapons. You don't even get to build the weapons. So in order to do the main quest for renovations, sadly, just like Moon, you have to acquire certain items from the box. Mainly the apothecary servant and little Arnie's. And what's weird is that once you open that door, you open this one. So I did made a bit ruin of opening that. Oh, wait, there was a.
Hey, I found something.
Okay, here's that piece now. Here's the teddy bear on the wheelchair. Okay, I'm not very getting lucky with the other parts. Here's a Wonder Fizz. Alright. Yeah, funny enough, this area is entirely in Verrückt. And no other, like, tie-ins to the other maps. Oh, here we go. We have Mob the Dead. Sadly, with no, well, acid trap involved.
We still not talking about this, Richtofen? Got it. Won't say a word.
And here we go. One last time.
Feel good about taking on a former ally, even if he was possessed.
And I think if you go into one of these cells, there should be... Oh, Alice hat.
Like it.
Just like Weasel from Origins. Not Origins, Mob the Dead.
Wherever she is.
But yep, I'm actually in the map
What just came out
of Origins. Yep, it's literally exact same thing, except we don't have to turn on the generator. And, oh, there's finally one of the pieces.
Someone else want to lug this around? No? Should have made sure you finished the job.
There's the Wonder Fizz. Now there should be a shield piece around here. It would be nice to have it. Oh, is this a spawn room? I guess it is. Like I said, my memory's not the greatest, so it'll probably gotta take me a while to find it. And, well, we actually had the flogger trap from Shinonuma. Somehow ended up in Origins. And of course we have the excavator site. Man, I don't know where this one leads. I kind of forgot. And the only thing that kind of looks similar is the, well, around here is buried. I probably recognize with the, well, the lanterns. And, well, here's the third teddy bear. And yep, we have the infirmary room from Mob the Dead. Ah, the music is so classic. Alright, I guess I could just kill them and proceed to the box. I guess I'll do that. Oh wait, I actually want to go to the apothecary. Well, if I want to. Oh, I need to open that up. Well, I guess I'll show you one part of the main quest, and that is these tombstone here. There's actually two of these. So we have, looks like Dempsey, Nikolai Blinsky, and where's Takio Richthofen's? Oh, right here. So you had to shoot these in order of the character they die first in order. So we go for Richthofen,
Looking for a bone to pick. Can't have none of mine.
and then Dempsey, and then Takios, and then finally Nikolai. And that, I forget what that one even does because I hadn't really touched this map in a while. But I think you need to get of course, the little Arnie's and go inside the Apothecon. Okay, once you activate all the corruption gun or wherever that is, you have to wait for the right timing for the Apothecon to get close. And you know right away when the machine actually gives you a notification.
Can't say no to a little double time.
There we go. That actually stun locked the Apothecon.
This ain't gonna be quick for you boys. Hurt.
And well, you just get eaten.
Sure.
Very creepy to have so many
All
thieves.
around inside the big slimy monster. That sounds like a great idea.
And well, now we have the pack-punch machine, and no worry to get it out.
We're gonna get you out of here, Pack.
Destroy these things.
Sweet ass.
I have no idea why Monty always compliments like that. But here saying sayings like sweet ass, it's actually hilarious. So I said I need to stay in 15 minutes, so I'll stay around a little bit. So I guess I'll pack a punch.
If the kids in the house are us, doesn't that make us a little surplus to requirements?
Ooh, we got one of the best pack a punch cannons for relevations. Which, of course, you can actually able to get this during a black market deal. Which, sadly, I couldn't even get it because, well, I just don't really have the time to invest to in multiplayer.
Time to pop pus buckets
And plus, I'm not really,
restore.
and I'm not gonna waste all my money just to get this camo.
Sit down or die on your feet.
And at a certain point, the stomach actually gets growl, and everything's kind of turns a little bit mist. And of course, stepping in the water does not damage you at all.
Get out of my way and we're good.
Oh, that's right, I don't have the shield. So the zombies here is basically, I guess, being eaten by the Apothecon.
Didn't I say lights out? Max ammo. Time to celebrate. Give me something to shoot.
And of course, if you want to exit, you can actually go through one of the, well, I guess the back door of the Apothecon. You have the Maw of the Dead, with the, and you have the Verrucht, the Eisendruck, and I believe the Spawn.
Still in a face-breaking mood. Back off.
Okay, you know, I'm gonna get out of here because I need some other perks to. Now, you can actually collect different types of masks and hats in this map by doing a certain requirements. There's even the God mask, which actually gives you extra perks. Okay, I don't even have time to breathe to get my perk.
Try that again. I double dare you.
Finally.
Never thought about it, but when did I last have a solid meal?
And there's also a few unique weapons to this map that are exclusive. There's like the Rift E9, the Banshee, the Peacekeeper. So I'll try to get some of those guns as well, but also the wonder weapon.
All this fighting for survival really leaves you parched.
Oh, and also the, well, not really exclusive, also the Tommy gun, but it also appeared in Origins. Oh, you'll also get the Ragnarok DG4 out of the box as well. So that's literally our special weapon for this map.
Maybe the next bunch will get the message I left in your bullet-ridden bodies. This weapon knows how to party. I think I'll take her out on a date. Damn, this is heavy. Even in this crazy dimension.
Oh wait, I see a piece. I thought I saw something. It can't be the box. I thought I... Oh, that's just... Oh. Oh yeah, we got the Margot return.
It's not like you're down to your last one, is it?
Hey, little Arnie's. Alright, so the Margot basically returned from Shadows of Evil, but this time there's actually two different elements with it. There's the Fire Margot and the Void Margot. And another returning, well, I guess you could say a mini-boss or elite enemy, is the Panzer Soldat. Okay, I thought you'd say, oh, that's funny, you don't get 500 points for killing the Margot, but no, I only destroyed his second head. There we go. Funny enough, it doesn't make like that warring scream when it dies.
Get your sloppy claws off me! Time to get to it.
Alright, I'm gonna actually head for Speed Cola. So yeah, you can able to get at least 6 perks in this map without using any of the Mega Gobblegums. So I'm gonna go for Speed Cola, which is in Verrucht. You can probably tell by the looking through each of the doorways to see which one you need to go. So I need to head to Verrucht, so I head to the, well, plant side of the Asylum.
That didn't sit right.
And I'm definitely gonna pack a punch my thunder gun.
That business in Stalingrad has me worried about some of the finer details of Richthofen's plan.
And here's the other camo. It doesn't have the electric, which one? I want this one. Now here's a little cool twist. You can actually get an extra free perk by actually doing the wall one technique, and I failed to do so. But don't worry, you don't actually die, you just have to reset. So the best way to do it is just start the wall one here, and hopefully I have enough time. So you have to continue the wall one here. And the gravity's over. So what I'm trying to do is actually wall one to get the free perk here. And funny thing about it, I'm not so sure, but I don't know if each one person can be able to grab that perk. Like if there's 4 perk balls like that in there. I think you can able to get 4 extra perks, but I don't think so. So I think you pick it up, everyone else basically gets a free perk, and it's random too. So I'll try to get it again once the gravity comes back on.
This'll put me in a good mood.
I have to say, this is probably even a better camo than Dark Matter. But of course, not a really big deal if you actually apply this camo to in the other maps, because when you pack a punch, you don't even get to see this camo anymore. They get replaced by the pack punch for that map, respectively. Oh my god. Okay, now just fuck me. Holy shit. I don't know if I have enough time. Okay, I always like to go. And it expired again. Okay, you know what, I gotta kill you so we can speed things up.
I have been watching. I have seen each and every one.
And this area here is, I'm guessing, it's trying to be from Setabo.
I know who you are.
I mean, by the looks of it.
But question.
I mean, it still has that Giants and Druck like wall.
Do the things you do. What is it that you hope to achieve? Do you not see the futility of tiny, insignificant existence? You are but fragments of a bigger universe.
Don't worry, meat puppets. I still got plenty to go around. Storms are coming for you, freaks.
Okay, gravity on. Come on, let me get this. I really want that perk. And I always like to go from the left side here so you can grab it. There we go. And watch out when you take damage from the fall. Which is kind of stupid though, that when you have like those thruster movements, you take fall damage. That was the one thing that Advanced Warfare did actually way better, because you don't take any fall damage when you have your exosuits. Okay, definitely don't want to find that last shield piece. Okay, that's one of the, well, those lanterns here that you see that are either red or blue. The red is of course for Shadowman, and blue is for Dr. Monty. And they have a few dialogues that it does share with the map, and basically from the past. So I'm missing one shield piece here, which it has to be in Origins. And like I said, it's been a while since I have done played this map, so I didn't really got much like time to, well, play this in terms of, you know, off recording. And I'm looking for the face. The most easiest one. Ah, here it is. If I can grab it.
I should keep hold of this.
Okay. Now I can build a shield, which I can do it up here. Okay, you know what? Oh, that's right. Don't I need to throw the low Arnians in the church or something?
Savage.
I know one of the pieces you had to do, like throw the low Arnie in the church. There we go. We got the dragon shield.
Shield.
Alright, I definitely want to see what I need to do. Spend 50. Yep. I guess I'll try.
Not sure how much time it'll buy us. Probably just a smidge more than.
Actually, I probably won't have time for the challenge anyway, so I'm just gonna play for around the map.
Still not my type.
Alright, I'll try to get the other exclusive weapons. So there's also the chalk drawings, which you can actually, yeah, grab and take it to other locations. Which what you had to do is put them back in their original spots from other maps. So you got like the ones from Ascend from Darkness, which is belong to the Nectar Totem. If you complete all that, you get 2 rewards. You actually get a Tommy Gun wall buy in Der Eisendruck, and you able to have a table that you can actually store a weapon up there. There we go, we got the Peacekeeper. Nice. Of course, if you play Black Ops 2, the Peacekeeper was definitely a game changer, and I would say it's a little bit completely broken because you have the handling of an assault rifle, but with a class of an SMG speed. But in Black Ops 3 and 4, it's basically an assault rifle. And I like how they brought a BO2 sound too when you reload it. So here we go. I was hoping to get the Apothicon Servant.
I'm getting a little concerned about what's going to happen to us once these Apothicons are done.
And for some reason, I lose my attachments. For some reason.
Dr. Monty, Shadow Man. How the hell am I supposed to know which is telling the truth? Or if I should even listen to them?
Let the chaos wash over you.
I gotta go to the spawn room. I want to see,
Maybe my parasites have enlightened you.
Oh yeah, now they add the, Furies. And a little bit more talk about when this map came out is that it was actually very messy at launch. Because it gets either constant crashes, bugs, and also a few glitches spots too. For one instance, my buddy actually got hit a death barrier inside the map, and this happens in the feeder in Kino der Toten. And once he hit that, guess what? He basically despawns because, well, if you hit a death barrier, you automatically die. Which is really stupid.
Things weren't bad enough. I'm struggling to maintain my presence. Bloody Shadow Man. At least he's in this boat.
And also another
How are
thing.
things going besides all that?
Okay, I'll wait for him to finish talking.
I'm phasing out again.
Alright, there we go. So yeah, another spot that I actually camped was literally on this little spot when you're doing the wall run to get the free perk. You can actually literally sit in this spot right here, and the zombies cannot get to you at all. I feel like the only type of enemy would be the
You know I don't do touchy-feely, freak bag!
well, the parasites.
Back off! Sure you want to do this? You don't see what happened to the others?
At least I get to show off the lore, and he says I couldn't do it in Shadows of Evil. Okay, wait for the gravity to come back on because I want to show you where the spot I was talking about. And of course, they added a slope, so you can't really like sit on this spot. So it was like right here. Right here. But look, you just slide right off. And they patched that too. And another thing that was also wasn't intentional, that you can actually have the keeper. Oh no, that's right. It was a rock. There's a rocket to do the teleport when you shoot the gravestones. Not the low armies. That's what I was missing.
Looking for a bone to pick? Can't have none fine.
It was some either like around here. But yeah, speaking of the keeper, he would never like oh, now it's the Dr. Monty now. So yeah, the keeper will follow you, and he will never go back to his spot, or like when his cooldown is over, he will still keep fighting with you. So if you actually stand on that spot in Horizon Drug, and you let the keeper do all the killing, you can just go through rounds. You could literally just AFK, which I kind of did that when I actually had my lunch. And guess what? Five rounds later, the game still keeps going, which is hilarious because I have never experienced any of this in the other maps. And I have to say, speaking of also the main quest, I really hate the main quest for Relevations. One of the stupider reasons is the one step that I think a lot of people really hate the most.
Know the deal. You keep dying, I keep shooting.
It's probably either one of them right here. Yeah, that little piece right there, for some reason. And of course you have to defend the keeper for a couple rounds. But of course I don't have the whole pieces for it. But I think the worst vendor is when you have to shoot the freaking rocks to retrieve a bone for, I'm guessing, supposed to be Sophia's corpse. Like, that's why it took a week for this Easter egg to finally been solved, or at least the main quest. Like, really? And most of the stuff, oh. Okay, I don't know what happened to you, zombie. I literally just gave that zombie a heart attack and then just died. So I don't know who in their goddamn mind thinks that was a good idea. Like, literally, one of the rock pieces location is actually, I don't know, it's like up here, but it's so annoying. And not only that, you also need to get the Apothecary Servant, but you had to get it upgraded. In order to upgrade that shit, you can't upgrade it in the Pack-a-Punch right away. You actually had to shoot these blue blocks around the map. I don't know if you can actually see it, but I think it only shows when you have the Apothecary Servant. I guess I could try to show it, but yeah, right there. That's one of the pieces. That little piece. And to make matters worse, you can and there's another one right there. I don't know how many there are in the map.
How about we let this batch cook a little longer?
But yeah, that's how you have to upgrade the Apothecary Servant. And the cool thing about it too is that you can actually equip two wonder weapons at the same time. You know, not the, of course, except for the, you know, except under the ray gun, of course. So they had a few handful Easter eggs, and the main quest, it really is terrible. In terms of the steps, the boss fight is very anticlimactic because you actually do the exact same thing you do in Shadows of Evil. By trapping the Shadow Man, instead of inside a summoning key, you basically feed him to Apothecary, his own species. So I guess Apothecaries are a cannibalist after all.
Now that's a hard offer to turn down.
I guess I'll spend 50 minutes on the pop again. Even though if the videos will be very limited, I'll still continue playing. But that's pretty much it to show around for relevations. Well, it sucks that I couldn't get the Pumpkin Servant, but once you do get it, it's actually pretty strong. Funny enough, you can actually able to pack punch the Pumpkin Servant in Shadows of Evil before they patched it. And you had to do it by switching your weapons. And I have to say, it was very strong. And of course, they took it out. But, of course, you can able to pack-a-punch it in relevations. But of course, I had to do it a little more different means. So I'll try to survive for 50 minutes so I get another extra perk. And that's where I had to throw the little Arnies into these, well, ghastly holes. But of course, that's after you collect that one rock piece from defending the Keeper. You throw these in 3 different locations, and you actually have to deal with 3 Margros.
Face the Panzer soldier once more.
And yep, that's pretty much easy. And we got the little spiders. Oh yeah, didn't they say you had to defeat the...
My knife was getting a little lonely.
Yep, we got spiders now.
Fuckers! Dempsey train coming through! Kaboom. Smells like Christmas.
I need to get some shield kills for my little trial. I know I shouldn't probably do that, but... So, almost every enemy they brought in the map is, well, of course, zombies, spiders, parasites, Margros, Panzers, Keepers. The only new one they pretty much added is the Fury. And the only other changes was, well, to the Margros with the 2 elements. Oh, freaking Parasite.
Your women days are done, you 8-legged freak bags!
Okay, I don't know why it took that so long.
See just what was going on outside your realm of perception. It would blow your minds. That's the main reason I kept it back. If I were to give you an analogy, I'd describe it like this. When a duck swims on the water...
Oh, I know this one.
you can see it glide, apparently effortlessly across the lake. But underneath, as in beneath the surface, it's a whole different story. Its legs are moving like he's pedaling a fucking bicycle up a mountain. Well, that's me right now. I am that duck.
Damn, and that somehow transformed into a meme. And I think even Mr. Waffle Waffles actually has a shirt of it saying, I am that duck.
Come on, bunching up like that makes killing you too easy.
Like how a simple one line makes it a meme. Up, here comes, well, the fire Magra.
Now that's a nice big boom. Let's show him how we throw down on planet Earth.
So, yeah, if you have the Thunder Gun, it really destroys the Margras and the Panzers. Especially if you can nail all 3 with the heads for the Panzer, and it takes like 4 like 4 shots and maybe a little bit more for the Panzer.
Nothing too furious about you bastards. I'll never say no to more ammo.
Now I forget what the other match challenges I need to do. I know there's like other ones that you can get like an actual perk icons to either have a purple jug or purple stamina up, and you could even have both. But the God Mask is probably the powerful one because it actually gives you a little bit more health, a little bit more stamina, and almost reduced damage from almost all incoming attacks from each enemies. But the requirements is so long.
Whoa, that's a lot of tentacles.
So the only original map area about for elevation is the spawn area and the Apothecon. Everything else is just borrowed from other elements to the map.
Now fucking around. Let's finish this. Afraid I had no choice but to put you down. After this is over, I'm gonna need a real long shower. I got years worth of blood caked to my skin. You don't want to piss me off today. Not a good time, freak bag. Warm enough for you, flush sores? Hard to fly without wings, huh?
And I don't really have much to go around and I'll talk much about it.
I can't splatter you freaks in enough direction.
Okay, I should have at least 10 kills about with the shield. I don't know I had to bash it with it or use a projectile. I say it's both.
Clean out of this dimension, maggot sacks.
Double points.
Time to make some fucking money.
I'm probably gonna get my shield destroyed.
Firefox.
Yep, there we go. No, I didn't. Well, there goes my 50-minute challenge. Oh well, that's doesn't really matter. And another thing too, if you actually go into spawn and you see this little, well,
You off, maggot addicts.
once I distract all the zombies, there's this little glowing piece. I wouldn't recommend you grab it right away because
Told you you'd die today.
if you grab it, your little HUD icon where your ammo count is will go a little bit fast. And you had to bring it to, well, this house right here.
I didn't feel good about that one. As if your legs were gonna grow.
And what that unlocks is, of course, I'm presuming that you complete all the original main quests. You're actually able to get all the weapons. Well, all the weapons in the box will be Pack-a-Punch. And
Now here's one friend who's always got your back.
And I'm trying to process what I'm thinking again. What was it? Oh yeah, and you also get the Path of Sorrows inside the temple in Shangri-La, which is essentially Takio's katana. Alright, one more round, and I'll actually finish it off. What? Where did I get hit from? And also the worst thing, if you're playing with your with a team, if someone goes down, in like the outside of the Poppykin or inside. Okay, I got a noise. It's probably due to it with the Poppykins or something like that. Hope I can finish this round as fast as I can. And once I know all the steps, I'll definitely try to do the main quest for the relevations on for my stream at some point.
You know, aside from spending my hard-earned blood money.
Of course, I had to shoot it to reload it because you can't do a type reload with the thunder gun.
I'll tell you. I'm the only one that will be honest with you. You, all of you, will simply cease to exist. Despite everything you've done, everything you fought so hard for, you simply fade away.
I don't know if whoever was telling the truth or not. But anyway, that's gotta be it for relevations and the entirety of, at least for my, each playthrough for each of the maps of its gimmicks, the flow, and a little bit of history with it. And I have to say thank you for watching, everyone. And until next time, wherever I gotta be back to do a little bit more stuff for Halloween before the month being over, and then I'll go back doing my Spyro Unite trilogy Let's Play in November. But until then, farewell, and have a wonderful day, everyone.